Hey everyone, how are you doing today? It's so good to be back here in front of the camera. It's been a long time, but still bear with me because my camera speaking skills are not up to par yet, so I'm still really rambly and whatever, and that's exactly why I had to completely refilm this video, because as I was editing it, the last one I filmed, I was like, dang, I just talk way too much. And so I just wanted to completely redo it and come to you with my current makeup routine, my everyday makeup routine. I'm really low maintenance when it comes to makeup, but the biggest thing that I pride myself on with my makeup is that I need, and I absolutely mean this, I need my makeup to feel so light and airy on my skin. It is such a pet peeve when I have a heavy feeling makeup. With my foundation especially, I've found something that's really light, really airy, but also gives me coverage because I still have my acne and my acne scars, which is frustrating. Before we get into it though, so this video was actually really highly requested, especially on Instagram, and most of these requests come when I post pictures and videos of myself on my stories. And I noticed that these requests typically come right after I apply my fake tan. By me adding some color to my skin, it really helps just liven my whole look altogether. The other thing that I love about fake tanning is that when I apply it to my face, it reduces the look of my scars. You can't see them as much as you can on my pale skin. The second thing I do before I apply any makeup is I use my Axone gel, and I got this from my dermatologist. I use it to minimize the pimples that I get on my face, and it really helps calm it down. It's literally the only topical medication I've ever used that actually works to get rid of my pimples, even hormonal ones. So yeah, let's just get into this thing. Like always, I use my beauty blender. I do start with the primer. This one's really like a cheap one from e.l.f. Especially living down here in Southern California, it's extremely important that I do that. So after the primer goes on, I oftentimes go straight in with my concealer to conceal all my scars. This one is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This one's really light as well. Okay, now this is my favorite foundation, and you can tell because I have 3 of them. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation. I have this one for when I haven't tanned in a while, this one when my tan is fading, and this one when I have a fresh tan that I need it to be, like, I need it to match. I love these foundations. The finish of them is really quite impressive. Since I did a tan pretty recently, I'm going to do the 203, and I might mix in a little bit of the 205. It has a medium coverage, which I like. I don't like full coverage. It's just so light you don't even feel it. That's foundation. Now my skin is so dry right now that I don't even think I need a powder. Since powder is typically part of my routine, I'm going to show you. There are ants crawling literally all over me. So I use the Milani Even Touch Powder Foundation for all my powder always. I typically don't go too heavy on the powder. The reason that I use this is to add a little bit more coverage because it is a powder foundation. So I'd say that's pretty good. It's looking good, nice, and it blends out better. Yeah, that's good. I'll zoom in later so you guys can actually see the way my makeup is looking. But even from start to now, it looks better, right? Next, I'm going to do my other parts of my face. Got my blush here with the mirror that I'm using. And I'm mixing the two. I think blush is a vital part because my skin, since I'm so pale naturally, when the sun hits me, what happens is that I burn. And so in order to have a truly sun-kissed look, I definitely need red in my skin. And the next portion, I actually use the same brush, which is, for some people might have a serious problem with that, but I don't care. It's just not a big deal. My bronzer just crumbled everywhere. That's awesome. Okay, so this is the Sonia Kashuk, I think, Goddess bronzer. It's very, very shimmery, so I definitely go easy on it. I would hold it up to show you, but it is completely crumbled. And apply it to the same places that I applied the rouge. Basically anywhere the sun's gonna hit is where you're gonna wanna hit it. And I will blend it down on my neck sometimes and a little bit on my chest. Definitely well colored here. I look like I just spent the day at the beach, which is the goal. Next we're gonna go in with our fake freckles. Now I say fake because yes, I'm drawing them in, but I do have natural freckles. They're just very light. So I basically just draw over where my freckles already are. So honestly, I'm not that much of a fraud, but just a little bit of one. And then I make sure to maybe wet my finger a bit and blend it out because you don't want it looking like you just took a pen and drew on your face. This product that I'm using here is the Milani Brow Tint Pen. I love this. I mean, you'll see it's universal in my makeup routine. I use it for my fake freckles, I use it for my brows, and for my eyeliner. So now, I'm going to take this is also a Milani Brow Pencil, not a pen, but it has a spoolie on the end. And you need to brush these babies through. I'm going to take the pen here, and I'm going to very lightly brush through. I'm basically only do it at the ends because I have enough hair that's on the inner part of my eyebrows that I don't need any more definition there. So I kind of drew that in, but now I need to go back in with the pencil and brush them boys out. Okay, so I take the Maybelline Great Lash in clear, so just brushing them hairs down. And if there's any like brow color that's out of place, I simply wipe it away. I don't add extra concealer or anything around my brows. That's too much. Honestly, my brows don't look that great today. Just, if I'm being honest, they don't look that good. What in God's green earth is happening? Honestly though, like what is that? Why is it pink? Why do flies keep landing on me? What is going on? Okay, in this case, we might need some actual better correction than a finger. I love how I just said that I never put concealer underneath my brows to clean them up, and then that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I guess I just never realized how messy they look. Okay, well, you know, that looks a lot better than it did. Okay, so next, I typically do this before with my blush and bronzer, but I am going to be doing my highlighter here. You know, typical highlighter locations. Don't think I need to go too into detail on this. So now, again, with our Milani weird pen right now. I don't know why it's making me feel so weird. But with the pen again, here we go. We're going to do eyeliner. Now, eyeliner, I'm so passionate about it because it is something that I do in a really natural way. Of course it's brown because I have light eyes, and I think brown eyeliner, it looks so much better with light eyes. Even with brown eyes, I like brown eyeliner better. I just all around like brown eyeliner better. Okay, I think that's as good as it's gonna get today. Looks decent, okay? Doesn't look top notch, but it looks decent. Alright, so I'm going to take my favorite mascara. This is Maybelline Full and Soft. Best mascara I've ever used. I actually think it might be drying out, so I have my backup one here just in case. Okay, other eye. That was just the first coat. This mascara is the fluffiest looking mascara I've ever used. I never want to use another mascara in my life. I'm not even joking. Actually, that looks really good, so yeah. So that is pretty much it, except for the last step, which are lips. I don't do much to my lips, so I just use a really, I don't even honestly know the brand of this. Just use a super simple, like, mauve-y rose, nudish color, and just blot that on a lip. I think less is more in the case of lipstick, for me at least. I use an e.l.f. setting spray because it's California, so your makeup isn't going to stay on. And it feels really good once you spray it and then the wind comes and hits you. Hopefully a fly isn't going to come and get stuck to my face though. But that is my everyday makeup tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It means more to me than you could even realize. As I start making my way back here on YouTube, it feels so good to be able to come home and have a lot of people still supporting me. So thank you, and if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I will see you next time around. Have a wonderful week. Bye guys.